Welcome to Better Connecticut. It's a new week, a new day.
It's going to be a new day for you, a new day for you.
I like
Is that
Mondays.
Sade? Haynes? I think that's Sade. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, yeah, you like what?
Well, I don't like Mondays because they're hard days, but I like that it's a reset. I tell myself Monday is a reset.
I like it when
So it's very important for me to begin something on a Monday, like if it's a work thing, like then you can carry it through.
I like it when there's no active weather the night before. And there was...
The weather was cray-cray.
Crazy. Your mic's sort of been up against your neck. Sorry. Oh, crackle, crackle. Yeah, the weather was crazy. We had a tornado warning issued in Fairfield County. Luckily, no tornadoes touched down. We had severe thunderstorm warnings. It's November. Hashtag 2020. What else is going to happen? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now we got this Category 4 bordering on a Category 5 hurricane headed towards Central America, Nicaragua, and look, there it is right there. Is that incredible? Look at the eye wall. That is a Category 4 hurricane bordering on Category 5, the same path that Ada took.
Oh, goodness.
This is Iota. So we're going to keep a close eye. Keep a good thought for those folks down there. Just really unbelievable.
Absolutely. Now, there is some good news about a new vaccine for COVID-19. Moderna says its coronavirus vaccine is nearly 95% effective. That's another company having good news. It released its early clinical trial data, and they say that this immunization data will continue to be gathered, but they had about 15,000 participants, and only 5 contracted COVID-19. None became seriously ill.
Isn't that incredible?
I mean,
out of 15,000
it's amazing.
People? That's
right?
amazing. When is it coming?
Well, hopefully soon. I guess they have to finish the clinical trials.
They said the vaccines could start as soon as mid-December, which is basically 1 month from like today.
But that would be for high-risk groups, like healthcare workers, the first place that they're going to get it out. I mean, can you imagine how this is going to have to be? They need the military, they need governments, they need to figure out how we're getting this out to people.
Yeah, right.
And educating people. There are some people who are nervous to take the vaccine, so they say they have a lot of education to do in America to let them know that vaccines are super safe, that they're very helpful. But the first place would be all those nursing home workers where it can be so devastating.
God bless them. I mean, give them to the frontline people first, right? All right, a full team of NASA astronauts is on its way to the International Space Station, courtesy of Elon Musk.
Yeah, the SpaceX rocket and spacecraft. Yeah, it happened about 7:30 at the Kennedy Space Center. And
is this not amazing to watch every single time it happens?
Absolutely. It's chills like, every time. But I think how cool is it that it's private now, in private, a private company helping do it, because they say, right now it's just SpaceX, but maybe 10 to 15 years, there'll be other companies competing. And someday, could you imagine, you might take your vacation to space?
Mars X, Lunar X. I gotta come up with my company name now. There's already SpaceX is taken. I'm taking Orbit X.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about getting rockets into space?
I know nothing. I am not a rocket scientist, but sometimes I do play one on TV. No, I know nothing about that. But how exciting, though, to see that go up. And they're going to spend time on the International Space Station, 6 months up there.
I don't know anything about rocket launching either, but I would love to be an astronaut and go to space.
Would you really?
Yes.
I have no desire.
No?
None.
I mean, as long as it was safe.
Stay right here with my feet on the ground here in Connecticut.
No, I think that would be amazing. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's the adventure.
When I was a kid, I wanted to go to that NASA space camp. Instead, I became a talk show host. And we're talking about national fast food. It's a great day to celebrate. Burgers, pizza, chicken. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to know that's good.
National Fast Food Day. And let me tell you something. It is just a great day. Look at that. Imagine.
Oh, goodness.
That's about 4,000 calories right there.
Yeah.
Oh, yum. But I do love my fast food. I do love a good, every now and then. I don't do it often. But I don't know if that's...
They're doing really well in the pandemic because the whole idea of a drive-in is,
touchless. You just do the best you can. And if you had to pick, you're driving down the highway, you had to pick a fast food place, what would it be?
It depends on what I was getting. If it's breakfast, McDonald's.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
French fries, McDonald's.
Yeah.
But if it was like a sandwich or something, I'd prefer Wendy's.
Ah! I was going to say Wendy's too.
Or a Frosty, like Frosty.
Oh, Frosty, yeah. I was just about to say Wendy's.
And sometimes you can even be good, the 99-cent menu. You can get like a little side salad and a baked potato.
And a sundae. Like a little cone, a vanilla ice cream cone. I love it. All right, Thanksgiving isn't here yet, but it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Oneonta, we talked about this last week, but it got hoisted up on Saturday, the 75-foot tall tree, Kara.
Yes, it's there in Rockefeller Center, and now they just have to start decorating it. It's just amazing how they figure out you know, how to even hoist that up. Think how much trouble we have putting up our own trees.
Could you imagine?
And then
right?
they have to put up a 75-foot tree where thousands of people walk around it and make sure it doesn't fall down.
And the cut didn't look even on the bottom, so I don't know how they're going to...
Do I have to give it a fresh cut?
Yeah, you have to give it a fresh cut.
Do they use warm water with sugar?
We are taking a look at, if you pull one bulb out, the whole tree goes out.
Yeah, they need to have, they need to figure it out with...
Yeah. Walmart says most of its stores and neighborhood markets are now open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m.
In a tweet, it explains that these longer hours are to spread out the shopping season, avoid all the congestion. And there are some stores that still have reduced hours. Those will stay. But a lot of them are going to be open earlier and open longer, open earlier and stay open later. And we just had the Flatbush Avenue Walmart was closed last week for about a 24-hour period to clean they wanted to make sure it was clean for COVID. They didn't totally confirm exactly what happened, but they wanted to have it all cleaned.
New line of Barbie dolls is hitting the shelves today.
Yeah, Mattel is releasing Barbie Extra.
These are Barbies that want more.
There are 5 dolls
they just want
that
more.
have an over-the-top style and a range of body types, skin tones, and facial structures.
That is absolutely awesome.
They're also heavily accessorized.
Yes, of course. And the dogs, their pets come heavily accessorized as well.
Okay. More is more, they say.
More is more.
You know that the rule that you're supposed to look in the mirror and get all dressed up and then just take one thing off? It doesn't apply to that?
It doesn't, no. It does not apply to that. And Costco, what is this, Kara?
Okay, so, you know, you can go, of course, get your organic stuff at a deal, but you could also get a private jet membership at Costco now, online.
How much?
It's a little bit more expensive than your milk and eggs, but it's a price tag of $17.5 thousand for a year. You get your private jet access.
Wait, now what does that mean? You get private jet access?
Right. No, it doesn't count the flights. You just pay that for the membership. That's like your Netflix membership, and then you order the movies on top of it.
Okay.
That would be, you do get a $3,500 flight credit.
See, now, you have to forgive me, I'm not a Netflix member, so.
Well, actually, Netflix, you just pay one fee and you don't have to pay extra. But Amazon Prime, you know, where you have some free ones and you pay extra. So this would be your membership.
It's like joining a golf club.
Yeah, it's just your membership for the year.
You got to pay membership for the year, and then you got to pay your greens fees. But it's $17,500 for the year.
And then you get access to all these private jets, and then they even help book vacations to private places. It's private. Nice gig if you can get it.
Bacon and beer. Mm-hmm. Nope. Not seeing
That's not
them.
doing anything for me.
No.
But there's the Waffle House and the Oconee Brewing Company has a new product. We know a lot of you out there love it. Oh, look, I love the little design now.
Yeah,
that reminds
cool.
me, as a kid, I always wanted to go to the Waffle House with the sign like that.
I love that. Me too.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to any Bob's Big Boy with the big animated character.
Oh, the big boy. I forgot about Big Boy.
Big Boy. I wanted to go to one of those. But anyway, it smells like bacon, and it pairs well with breakfast foods.
Okay.
So you can have a brewski for breakfast. Sounds like not a good idea to me.
So who do you think should be the next host of Jeopardy? Of course, fans are still mourning the loss of Alex Trebek, but what about the Reading Rainbow actor LeVar Burton?
I think that would be absolutely awesome. I love him. I've loved him ever since he came on the scene. He's done so much for literacy with teaching kids how to read. And
we've interviewed him here on Better Connecticut. He's such a gentleman,
such
very,
a nice
very
guy.
nice. And you know, a lot of people think this would be a great idea. Change.org has a petition, and nearly 70,000 signatures are out there saying that LeVar Burton could be the next host. And he says it's a job he's been preparing for his entire life.
His entire life.
He reads a lot, so you know he's got a lot of good information there.
And Ken Jennings is also apparently in the running. He's a former contestant of the show. He won the most amazing amount of money ever on the show. So Ken Jennings also being, who knows, maybe he'll be considered as well.
Yeah.
I think both of them would be good choices. Maybe they could do one weekend every other week.
And they can beat for the winner.
Maybe they could do
They could play each other and duel it off and then see who wins. Yeah.
I think who knows? We'll see what happens.
For all the latest celebrity news and much more, you can watch People TV. It's right here on Channel 3 at 7:30.
Let's check in with Kay and Lawrence for a preview. Hey, guys.
Tonight on People, my interview with 50 Cent. Now, we are obviously living and kind of working through a pandemic where we see unemployment and people struggling. We want to highlight, you left somebody a $30,000 tip from, of course, your hometown. You want to tell me a little bit about that?
What you talking about, Burger King?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, we went to Burger King And a friend of mine, he wanted to go and surprise the workers over there, and we gave them some things. So everybody that worked there had a really good time at work. They probably couldn't work the next week. You can't help everybody, but when you decide to, do it, when it's coming from your heart, then it's a good thing to do regardless.
More with 50 Cent on tonight's People.
Hey, if you get the money, spread it out, right? God bless them.
Pretty amazing tip, 30K.
30K, I'll take that.